from. It's all good though. We're on air. Sepulchre, Amnesia, all together celebrating the Rock and Metal Temple blog 2 years and just having a good old time in the studio. Let's go around and introduce ourselves. Starting out first, this guy's from Amnesia, and he has actually requested songs on the show before.
Hi, my name's Alex. I'm the vocalist in Amnesia. Yeah.
AKA Sleep Fan.
Sleep Fan.
AKA Sleep Fan, yes. That's when the chat log was around, remember?
Yeah, that was the shit. Fuck the new site.
Exactly. Thank you.
Okay.
Somebody speaking up from DJ Rob. All right, next up here.
I'm Luis. I play bass and guitar and Sepulchre and Amnesia.
You gotta be more clear than that, man.
I play bass and guitar and Sepulchre and Amnesia, and I have a good time doing it.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
You're up next.
All right. My name is. I play guitar and Sepulchre and vocals, and I play drums in Amnesia.
Yes, and also for people that don't know this quickly, Chris has a black metal project too.
Yes, called Woods Walk, and I've put out some dark ambient stuff, but I'm actually in the process of getting some recording equipment to put out some black metal stuff too. So that will come out like hopefully in the next 2.5 months or so.
That stuff is the shit. It sounds really good. Chris did a good job.
That's
Yeah.
a great plug, Sleep Fan. Thank you.
Yeah. Go check it out.
I am Forrest, and I am the drummer in Sepulchre, and I am not because I work too hard in Sepulchre.
There you go. Forrest explained that. And Forrest is a great drummer, and Sepulchre, a great band. Then you also have Amnesia up on the rise here. And 2 years of the Rock and Metal Temple blog, and I just realized 3 times Sepulchre is featured on the Rock and Metal Temple blog. I've written articles. I wanted to maybe quiz you guys. When was the first time I wrote a concert review of you guys? Who thinks they know?
Was it last time we played with Infernal Damnation and was that I know it was at the Phoenix. I remember meeting you and you were wearing a Nocturne shirt. And
He's on it. He's actually on it, but I think Chris has got it though.
Discretionary show with Infernal Damnation, possibly.
It was not that one, but I think
was it when we played with Death and Taxes?
Luis got it.
What
Ding,
else
ding,
was on that
ding.
bill?
Okay.
Thought Vomit was there too.
Yeah, Luis got it.
All right, Luis.
Forrest, what happened there? I wanted to say it, but
spacing out.
he was spacing out. Sleep Fan's just like, you guys. You would have known that, right, Sleep Fan? If you were there?
If I was there?
I don't think you
Yeah,
would.
yeah, I would have remembered.
You would have remembered, but it was a great show. And I remember that's where I first reviewed you guys, and you were featured on the Rock and Metal Temple blog. And then after that, the New Dick show, if we can all remember that one.
That shit was fire.
That was
cool.
great.
I bought their CD. It's fucking dope.
You did?
Yeah, it was $5 and it was well worth it.
That is a good purchase, $5.
Who was that again?
New Dick.
God.
Remember that? The guys that dressed up like the
I wish
monsters.
I could have gotten
It
one
was
of their
like-
CDs. Those guys were really good, actually.
It was like, I don't know, a space version of Guar. It was interesting.
But way more like weird space sludge
Yeah.
grind.
They're
Like
cool.
rapey porno grind almost too. Like about
That is
frogs.
a very
Awesome
bizarre
masks.
description, Sleep Fan. You
No,
know,
no, because they were
Masks.
talking
I
about
their
like
masks.
I'm glad the
doing things with
FCC.
frogs.
Enough.
I'm
We'll
glad the
just cut that.
FCC does not regulate me. Moving on here, I would have a lot of money in fines, and I'd be out of life. No way to pay back. But anyway, let's talk about Sepulchre here first. I wanted to get to you guys just wrapped up a great tour of Trestlance, Infernal Damnation, and Verbal Abuse. 5 days, and sounded like it was a fun time the whole way, right? So I
Yeah.
guess I'll get you guys to
We had
comment
fun.
on that.
Yeah, it was. We did 5 days. It started in Eureka and then ended at Oakland Metro. Eureka, you know, we've never been up like in northern California, so it was really new to us. And at first, we're like, you know, of course, when you're going on tour, you don't know, where you're gonna go to next, and like what the scene's gonna be like and what the venue's gonna be like. But every single time, it definitely was a new experience for sure, because I mean Eureka was awesome. We met some cool people there. We played at the Vets building. Then in the next day we played in Willits, which we have a live recording of. That thanks from Hunter from Infernal for recording that. And then we have, we played in Sacramento the next night at a cool place called Casa de Chaos, which was a house show, which in this cool basement that was probably like an inch like away from the ceiling was an inch away probably from my head. That's how small it was. You gotta like crawl in. There's like septic tanks that were like leaking. It was like, but it was
That
still
is pretty crazy. Yeah,
it was a great place.
I was trying to figure that out because it was not out of all the stuff that was on there, like your dates. I couldn't get that much information about that show. And I was trying to like look at the venue, like where is this place?
Yeah,
Casa de
basi-
Chaos. It was
basically-
it was really cool.
Yeah.
Basically, it was like 3 houses, but like the middle house is like where the venue's at, and then I guess the 2 houses on the side are like a party house. The party houses.
yeah.
It was,
So.
it was a fun time.
I do have to say, fuck driving in Sacramento, because literally every single other street is like a one-way street going the opposite direction.
Yes.
So you got to circle blocks entirely just
It's
to
like-
turn around.
it's
Yeah.
an old
Driving
town.
his
It's an old
manual,
town
so
like
it's
San
just
Francisco.
like
It's an old town like San Francisco.
Yeah.
So, you know,
it's
how's
cool
that?
though. I want to go back again. It's really
That's
really
great.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm really glad you guys had that tour. I think it's great for you guys up and coming here.
Yeah.
Get yourself exposed to the fans out there more of your music.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about recording wise, you have the EP out, which I played last time. Thank you, radio station, and your screwy ways and doing that. Interview didn't work out, but we got to play it, and I think that was really interesting. I wanted you to talk about that, how you record that EP, and where you're going to go with that EP now, looking forward to the future.
Well, the EP, like all of our demos before, have been like trial and error. Yeah, basically, and like
That summed it up right there.
yeah, he said it perfectly. But the EP overall, like from our past recordings, I mean, their recordings in progress will become better in the future. But like for what we have right now, that's pretty good. Eventually we're gonna like come out with the full length LP and stuff like that. But this EP, I think it was a staple in like where we're gonna move on to next. Like I feel like all the other demos were kind of just we didn't really know what we're doing. But I think this past demo was our EP was a good place to start, like where we're gonna head, sound wise in the future.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that when I heard it. The track sounded really good. And I think live too. I always say this too, when you hear a band live sometimes, you're able to hear the progression, you know what I mean, with the songs when they're playing them live. And that's at the point you want them to get in the studio and cut them.
Yeah.
So I think right now, I haven't seen, God, I can't remember the last time I saw it. Remains?
Yeah, I
Show
think
was
so.
the last
yeah.
time I saw you guys. And I remember you did something different. No, Jasper O'Farrell.
Jasper
And
O'Farrell-
that's what I wanted to bring up.
you
Because
see
that
us-
show, I didn't get to see you on the...
Mobius tour?
Remember, I had to work
yeah.
at some stupid
That was a
Santa
cool
Rosa
show,
Symphony
too.
concert. I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
Don't rub it in.
Oh, by the
I
way,
see a bunch of
I just
old
want to say
people.
about the tour that the Oakland Metro date, that was the first time playing at the new location. It was the first show.
Yeah, how
Yeah,
was
ever so.
that? I mean,
That's
the
cool. I really
Metro's
like the
new
building.
location.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, they were trying out the new. It was a whole nother, electric system, and like, it was a
Yeah.
whole nother setup. So, I mean, they were definitely like breaking it in basically, and it was like the levels at first were kind of like but like as the time, as the set list went on, it was a good set overall.
Yeah, I really hope that they're able to succeed with that and continue forward.
Yeah, definitely.
That's
Yeah.
something that would be nice because that's where extreme shows can really
It's a
only
good
go.
spot.
I love that.
Is the Oakland Metro, unfortunately. But getting
Yeah,
to the
fact-
Jasper O'Farrell show, that show almost didn't happen. I remember if you
Yeah,
guys
that was-
recall. That was like a last minute thing where you guys up. Hell, we were going to try to come down here maybe, which I don't think that might have even worked. But we were just trying to get that show to go,
Yeah.
and it did work out. And I can say what impressed me about that was the way you guys held yourselves, even with the uncertainty of playing a show. And sure enough, you were able to go on that stage at Jasper O'Farrell's and you put together a really good set for what, you had to deal with. And kind of talk about that, kind of show. And, it happens, right, in the world of music. Sometimes, you're expected to play one venue and then it falls through.
Mhm.
Because look what happened. I mean, you guys were thinking we're going to play
Yeah.
here at the After Dark. And then all of a sudden, the doors were locked. I saw
Yeah, they
Chris walk
changed
up
the
to me
locks.
looking. Chris looked like he was looking sick almost. Like, yeah, it's not happening possibly. And sure enough, you got a break
Yeah.
kind of there.
Yeah, it was. I guess the owners were having some dispute with each other, so like one of the guys locked the door in the morning. So I don't think they're hosting shows there anymore. But yeah, it was the place was filled up with boxes, and I was like, whatever. And all the bands were there. And I mean, yeah, it sucked for us, but we really felt bad for like Blood Cabana, who came all the way out to play from Chico. So we're like, okay, we need to like do the best we can here. Like, you know, we're not gonna just like go whine about it. So let's try to go find a place. So we were calling up people, you know, houses, venues, like, hey, do we got a spot for a last minute show if possible? And somehow I guess Jasper O'Farrell's got out there, and I mean, I was really surprised, like that. You know, we played. Yeah, there was a jazz set before us. And then we played at 9, which was cool. But I really thank the Jasper O'Farrell guys for letting us do that last minute. So, and it was a good set overall, like sound wise. Like I was surprised with all the bands too. So
Yeah,
it was really cool how that all came about, and I like how it turned out that night. I love playing over there. It was we setting up in like 5 minutes, maybe less, because we were being kind of rushed. Like, oh, you got, and like, well, I don't know. We're always getting kind of rushed, I guess. But
it was 21 and over show.
Yeah, so they're just like pushing us, like, hey, you got to do this. We're like, all right. So we got that set up in like 5 minutes, and honestly, I felt like I played a better set than I would have at the After Dark.
Yeah, I can honestly say you guys put on a really solid set. And there's that video on YouTube that I recorded for that one song. Yeah. If anybody's interested in checking out where you guys play, and the bass tone in that song sounds really sick.
I know, yeah, the bass, Luis's bass is amazing.
Yeah, my friend Art from the band Predation let me borrow one of his pedals right before. He's like, yeah, do you check this out? You got to plug it in, and it'll just make you sound that much louder. Yeah. And it did. I'm really grateful for that. So thanks to him. Thank you, Art.
Get one of those.
Oh, I will.
Definitely. Yeah. I think, and also Forrest's drums that night too. Like I think both the bass and the drums were great. My levels could have been turned up, but I don't know. My amp was kind of like acting weird. But these two guys, like I think, sounded the best that night by far. It was like really on time and everything, especially since it's a smaller place with that bass, that really booming bass that he had.
Yeah,
it was just like it filled up the room basically.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, Forrest, I wanted to talk about your drumming that night because again, it's a smaller stage. It's amazing you're able to get the kid on there, right?
Yeah, no, that was a perfect fit. I mean, after we had it in that little corner, I had to literally climb over the drum kit in order to get behind it, but I was surprised that I got to put the entire thing up on that little stage. Actually, that was perfect.
Yeah.
I was also surprised that my drums stayed in tune because it was so cold that night, and we were sitting outside with them for so long.
Yeah, that's
true. I was ready to get them up there and have them sound like crap, and surprisingly, they stayed in tune. So thank you, Ludwig, for making a kick-ass set of drums.
An endorsement by Forrest for them. Yeah. All right, here, let's talk about this. I'm going to play one of the tracks from the recording that you guys did up in Willits.
Yeah, Willits.
Now, I wanted to ask, which one you want me to play here?
One or two.
One or two?
Yeah, one or two, yeah.
You want me to play number one?
Sure.
I
why
know
not,
you
yeah.
wanted to play with the shorter ones. So the shorter
It's up to
ones-
you. I mean, we can
I don't
play.
know what the set was that night.
You don't
so
even know what the set. I like this.
I
Is the
forget
guy in the
because
band? He's not knowing the
we,
set.
Well, we changed the set like kind of
I
like
know
every night.
you
Like
do.
it was the same songs, but like we rearranged it and stuff
You
like
were
that.
like Rush in a way. You were trying to be creative.
Yeah, let's do one of the
Every
new
night
songs.
we played
No,
like
one
the
and two
songs
are both
differently.
One of the new songs. I just can't remember what.
Okay.
Okay, 1 and 2 are the new songs, people
Let's just
listening.
do
So
one,
that's good.
whatever.
We're gonna go do one.
We'll say what the name of the
And
track
then
is
after
afterwards.
we play with the songs, we're going to get to the Amnesia interview because Alex here. We'll
Yeah.
let him get on mic and talk about the brilliance of that band. Alex, I know you are a Sepulchre fan too, so I'm sure you will enjoy the
I have a
song.
lot to say about
Also-
Sepulchre.
He has a lot to say. We'll wait till
I'm
after
a
the break.
Sepultite.
A Sepultite? Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to wait to ask him what that really is about. But anyway, let's song here. We do not know which one it is, but I'm going to tell you, people, it's going to be frickin' them, and it's going to blow your speakers out. Turn it up loud.
Oh, keep
You're
in
listening
mind,
to hard
wait.
rock. What?
Keep in mind, this is a live recording, not a studio recording, so it does not sound.
And it's digital.
And
That's
thank you
amazing.
to Hunter for recording this.
We also got our
That's
other.
good.
We also
Well,
got
it's
the
still
other
good.
live shows recorded on cassette too. So
They can
I-
still turn it up loud and have a good time,
Yeah,
no
okay.
matter
It
what.
does
And
still
if they
sound good.
if they
Sorry,
call
it's
and
not
complain about the quality, we'll put Sleep Fan on to
always
deal with
critiquing
him. He'll be
yourself.
my human resources person today, right?
HR is my life.
HR is your life. All right, people. It's the Hard Rock Heavy Metal Zone. Here you go.